Have you ever been a little boy in World War II times who didn't quite fit the description of a normal little Jewish boy? So you were enlisted by German officers to lie to your family and other people in the community in order to assuage their fears and help to get them onto cattle trains faster so that they could be shipped to Auschwitz. And then, after realizing you had been lied to and that you had lied to these people, being that you were well known around town for telling the truth only, did you spend your whole life trying to absolve yourself of that sin that you did not intentionally commit? If so, you might be Nico Crispus from The Little Liar by Mitch Albom. Just finished this book. It was a relatively short read. The story and the plot of this book, very, very good. I really enjoyed the way that we started with this family and these four characters. I really enjoyed the way that those stories weaved in and out of one another, and eventually we get a conclusion and the narrator of the story is revealed and all this good stuff. Really enjoyed the plot very compelling, the most interesting part about the book. The issues I have with the book come primarily and almost solely from style, from the way that the book was written. The book is written sort of from the point of view of truth, the concept of truth telling you the story. This is not a spoiler. This is not a reveal that comes at the end. This is, very beginning kind of stuff. And truth is telling you the way this story unfolded. And the way that the story is delivered is essentially like you get point C and then you get the details that led from point A to point B, then to point C. So essentially a chapter will start with Nico became an actor. Let me tell you how. And then the book tells you how. I found that to be a little bit irritating. I would rather just have the story unfold and not be given an ending and then have the ending built up to over and over and over again. I didn't really care for that. Another style thing, I guess style composition, is that the book is called The Little Liar. And the book kind of sells itself in the beginning as let me tell you what happens when you tell the truth and when you lie and how these can lead to different outcomes and yada yada yada. But unfortunately, the whole truth falsehood thing, just that thread is not either thought out enough or interesting enough for the book to feel like that's what it's about. The story of the book is very good, like I said, and it's very enjoyable, but it never really sells that. Why my question is, why is it called The Little Liar? The whole truth lie thing, just it really doesn't mean you could do without it. There really wasn't anything to that in the book, in my opinion. The Little Liar, nothing special, IMO, but a good book if you like historical fiction. This would probably be a book that you enjoy. Thanks for watching.